Humiliating. That is how one woman described being strip searched on the side of a road by police.
She decided to share her story after seeing a News Channel 5 investigation into the deputy who pulled her over. That deputy resigned amid an FBI investigation for ordering his dog to repeatedly bite an unarmed woman.
Investigative reporter Ben Hall discovered he's been involved in other strip searches.
It was very degrading.
32-year-old Tasha Henry could not believe what happened during a traffic stop by a White County Sheriff's deputy last October.
We were humiliated, really, and strip searched on the side of the road in front of God and everybody.
Former Deputy Brandon Young pulled over Henry and her female passenger for a non-functional tag light, according to his incident report. Young wrote, "I had prior knowledge that both suspects have been involved with drug-related activities in the past, and consent to search was asked for and was granted."
Where I'm from, the police, you do what they tell you to do.
Henry says she had no idea how far the search would go and was surprised when a female corrections officer suddenly showed up on the scene.
She looked at me, and she said, "Go ahead and take it off." I just shook out my shirt, my bra. She said, "No, all the way off." And I'm looking around. There was 5 male officers standing around the vehicles, and we had to, pull our pants and stuff down and squat and cough and everything like that too. While all these male officers are around, cars are going down the road.
No drugs were found, but officers wrote her passenger a ticket for possession of drug paraphernalia after finding 2 syringes. The 2 were then allowed to drive off.
I just bawled. Like, did this really just happen? Nobody's going to believe it. Nobody's going to believe it.
Well, let me see your driver's license.
Body cam video obtained by News Channel 5 Investigates showed that search was not isolated.
Why'd you pull me over?
Because you rode the stop sign back here coming out Murphy.
Just 9 days earlier, Deputy Brandon Young pulled over this car.
Well, do y'all care if we just take a quick look? Everything checks up good, I'll get you back on your way.
But it was not quick. Young again called a female corrections officer to the scene after finding 2 prescription pills in the car.
Can you see if you can send me a female officer out here on 111?
That's the same officer and corrections officer.
We showed the video to Tasha Henry, who could not believe the same officers were strip searching another woman.
And they're laughing, they're just smiling.
Again, the corrections officer reported back to Brandon Young that she found no illegal drugs.
I got her plumb naked, made her squat and cough and everything, and I couldn't find nothing. She had 2 bras on. I checked both of them, checked the padding, the inner line, and everything.
They finally let her go with a ticket for having a hypodermic needle and 2 pills without a prescription. Should they be doing strip searches looking for drugs on the side of the road?
No, they shouldn't be doing that.
Attorney Richard Brooks represents Henry and was disturbed when we showed him the video of the strip search.
That's just totally out of character with what our Bill of Rights is.
Brooks says officers must get a warrant to do a strip search. And even then, it should be done at the jail, not on a public road. But he says in White County, he's heard they became a common tactic.
Our routine, if you are a nobody, lower socioeconomic, and they feel like they can pick on them.
And I feel like White County has let their officers get away with a lot.
Tasha Henry says she had the courage to come forward only after Deputy Brandon Young got in trouble for this.
Sheriff's office come out, on you will be bit.
News Channel 5 Investigates first reported how Deputy Young ordered his dog to repeatedly bite a woman who was hiding in a closet.
Steal it! Steal it!
But it turns out the woman in the closet, Tanya Qualls, is the same woman Young had strip searched on the side of the road 5 months earlier. And they clearly knew each other.
Whose car is this?
Just new until I get my truck fixed.
I got you. Did y'all finally kiss and make up?
No.
Steal it!
But when Young found Qualls hiding in the closet, he ordered his dog to keep attacking, claiming she might have a weapon. She's never been violent in the past and was unarmed this time. Qualls even screamed Deputy Young's first name, begging him to stop.
What were they going to do? Teach her lessons about power.
Young resigned from the department, and the FBI is now investigating.
Just because of who certain individuals or citizens of our county are, they feel like they can get away with it.
Henry knows the problems are bigger than one officer. She says policy changes inside the entire sheriff's department are needed.
I'm hoping that with me coming forward and sharing my story and getting this out there, that it's going to help the next person.
White County Sheriff Steve Page did not respond to our questions, including whether this violates his policy. One attorney said this happens in other rural counties and called it the war on drugs out of control. Ben Hall, News Channel 5, investigates.
Our Investigates team, Ben, Jennifer Kraus, Phil Williams, they work hard every day to dig into claims of wrongdoing and hold the powerful accountable. And you can find recent investigations right now on News Channel 5's streaming app.